Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to the Wild at Heart Show, real, authentic, uncut here on USA Global TV and Radio. Thanks for joining again. And actually, it's a very, very special moment for me, a very emotional moment too. It's going to be the last show. We had an amazing year, almost 50 shows weekly, an amazing time. So we're going to celebrate today together with you. Out there, wherever you are joining us on a TV station, on some social media platform, on a podcast, or whatever. Okay, so let's get started and bring on the first panelist. He was from the beginning, a dear friend from Germany. Let's welcome Christian from Germany.
Hi guys, how you doing? Nice to see you again. The last time.
Yeah, great to see you, man. Great to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Okay, so we also have a gentleman who joined from the beginning, and he is back for the day for the show. I'm very happy he's here. Welcome from Poland, MARCIN.
Hi, Roland. Hi, Christian. Good
to
be
back.
Hi,
Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Hey,
how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's spring already, so a lot of work in the garden, so I'm very, very happy.
Very, very nice. Okay, I want to welcome a gentleman who joined the last months, and I guess you guys will absolutely agree with me. He was an absolute enrichment for the show. Welcome from Texas. Howdy, Red.
Howdy, y'all.
Hello, sir.
Dzień dobry,
Hi, Red.
Howdy.
Dzień
dobry,
How you doing?
Dobrze.
Very good, yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay. And we invited also for this anniversary or for this last show, I invited some guests from our Sparring for Men from the US. I know he's already background, so let's welcome, I guess from Vegas, I think so. Let's welcome Carlos.
Hey, how are you guys? Good to be here and good to see
Hi,
you.
Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
Yeah, you're in your home office.
Hi,
so
Carlos.
you're in Vegas.
Yes, I am in my phone at my home office. I just been working all morning. I'm sorry I'm a little late for this meeting today. So, but happy to be here.
Great to see you, man. And I know we have another guest who will join us from Oregon. He will join us soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said in the beginning, it's a kind of anniversary. It's kind of emotional for me. When we started this idea a year ago, actually. I mean, the idea was the concept. We've been written. We started earlier, but we started with the show a year ago. We did almost 50 shows. So every week we had a new topic to discuss. And it was a lot of fun. Absolutely. It was absolutely a lot of fun. I think it was a success because all the panelists that joined us also the past time were very open-minded. They shared their ideas, their thoughts, whatever came to their mind as a man. It was really, really fantastic. So yeah, let's get started. And before we start and celebrate a little bit, I want to celebrate persons who cannot join today. The panelists who have been with us from the beginning. So a big applause to Mohamed Munir from Egypt. He was an amazing guy on the show. Thanks, Munir. Maybe you can see the recording. Yeah, Maria is a very dear friend since many, many years. We've worked worldwide together for a company, and yeah, it was really fun with him. And he also brought another friend from Egypt, Hassan Barak. Thanks, Hassan, that you joined us, and you also have been an enrichment for the show. And you also the guy, I invited him for today. He couldn't join today because he has some business running, some job running, and he's also recovering. So a big shout out to Big Scott from the UK. Hey, Scott, all the best, man. And last but not least, I want to thank a gentleman, a dear friend. Actually, he's from Mexico too, but he's been living in Mallorca. We are friends there. And a big shout out to my Mexican friend in Mallorca, Ezra. Hey, Ezra, thanks for all the time you joined us. And now, gentlemen, I want to bring something on stage. A lady who made it possible for us to do this show, who invited me to bring guys like you on the show, to do the show live every week here on USA Global TV Radio. And I want to bring you on stage and say thank you to the founder of USA Global TV and Radio, who does an amazing job with this platform. And he's always, when we do this man show, he's an amazing producer. So please welcome Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, the CEO and founder of USA Global TV Radio. Hey, Jacqueline.
Hi, gentlemen.
Hey.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
Nice
Jacqueline,
to
I
see
want
you
to
too.
thank you a lot, really to trust in me and to give me the opportunity to bring these guys on stage and do it every week. A show for man, by man, about man. And hopefully it hasn't been nasty. I guess we hadn't been naughty, so I guess we did a good show for the audience. And thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity and to provide this platform for us and to produce the show too. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll just say very quickly, Roland, I entrusted you completely and you hit it out of the ballpark. You did a great job. You hosted, you moderated, you brought the panelists on, and I just trust you implicitly. And I thank you for all the value that you bring to our platform. And I thank you to the panelists who are here today and the ones who couldn't make it. And we do have somebody backstage. Let's bring out Brian Bartel. And I just want you to have a fabulous show and know that you always have a place here at USA Global TV and Radio. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Dr. Jacqueline.
Bye for now.
So let's welcome from our Sparing for Man group from the US, from Oregon, Brian. Hi, Brian. Great to have you on the show.
Hey, everyone.
How you doing, Brian?
Hi, Brian.
Thank you.
Okay. And Carlos is back too. Okay, gentlemen. Cool. So I was thinking about the recap. So I want to have a discussion with you guys. What's the value of having a men's show or a men's group? What's your personal benefit out from the show, or in general, meeting other guys and share your thoughts, your emotions about being a man? Whoever wants to jump in.
Well, I
I'll
can.
jump in. I'll go ahead and start.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think it's just, the challenge that we have too is we're taught somewhat in society that you're supposed to be tough, just don't let your feelings show, so on and so forth. But we're all emotionally driven, and there's pros and cons to all of that. So just being able to have a group of like-minded individuals that can support that and help develop you, whether it's just challenging you to look at world differently, to challenge your own kind of internal beliefs and thoughts, and then just have that kind of sounding board for people that you realize truly do care about you and want you to develop as a person. So again, we do it professionally. I think in our own professional lives, there's always that drive to succeed. And then again, if you're doing it from an endurance standpoint, whether you're into running or biking or training, you're always trying to get better. But it's the same thing emotionally and mentally, right? We want to be as strong as we possibly can. So by embracing that and being surrounded with people that do challenge you to make those changes, it's just been fantastic. So again, for me, I've definitely enjoyed it. Roland, MARCIN, Carlos, all of you, it's just great to have that group of people there that can help support that as well.
Thanks, Brad. Brad, one question. I guess you joined the men's group, I think, a year and a half. What's most of the benefit for you? Was there a game change for you in some areas in your life, as in business or being a husband or being a father or a friend or whatever?
I think overall, I mean, just a more rounded individual. So I look forward, we meet every about 2 weeks. And again, it's something that I look forward to. It's 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning, which most people might not want to get up early on the weekends to start engaging. But for me, it's something that I look forward to. And again, it's just challenged the beliefs that I've had in the past. It's good. There's a very well-rounded group. Everybody has their own, individual thoughts, their past that they've been through. And collectively, it's interesting. We all think that we're so different, but then you start having these conversations and you realize how similar we are. So just having that support group has just been amazing. And again, it's helped me out in my marriage. It's helped me out, in my professional career. And again, just challenged me to be a better person, whether that's mentally and physically, start working out more. So again, just seeing what's out there, what's capable, what other people are doing, it's just been fantastic. So again, I'm super excited and thankful for the opportunity.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Who wants to jump in next? Red, please.
Well, going on what Brian was saying is a lot of times we have feelings, but we don't necessarily share them with a lot of people. Somebody might ask an opinion, but sometimes we don't even want to give them that opinion. We have a tendency to stand off a little bit unless we know somebody really, really well. And then maybe you might get into politics or religion or something else that is typically not a common subject for a lot of us. So I think when you have a panel discussion and you hear somebody else say, well, I kind of feel that same way. And so we have a chance to verbalize a lot of things that we don't necessarily ever get a chance to verbalize. So from that perspective, I thought that was of immense value because there is an opportunity to share something that may be similar to someone else, maybe absolutely different, but in being different, there's nothing wrong with that. It's different. And, depending on age, depending on culture, religion, there's just a lot of different things that we can have different opinions on. So from that perspective, I think it's an excellent opportunity to provide kind of an emotional sharing, but also an emotional vacuum cleaner to soak up other things that are out there.
Thank you, Red. For the audience, just to understand, guys, wherever you're listening to us, I have to tell you that Christian is the only guy I met in person several times. The other guys just online, and we build up this friendship, we build up this trust, this lovely environment where we share our stuff. So this is for me absolutely amazing from different parts over the world in the last months and years, and this is for me, it's just fantastic. And also jumping in between, for me the benefit, even I created this, but I learned so much from you guys and from the other guys on the show. As Brian said before, sometimes you feel, oh shit, I'm the only man who's struggling with this problem. I cannot talk about it. I'm ashamed. No, the other ones have similar challenges, similar stuff to handle with. I will never forget when I was struggling with my relationship and I could share this in the group, and it was so good to share it. And for me, the healing already began when I just opened my mouth. It's not about to get a solution or advice. It's just thanks for that.
Christian, you're on mute.
Yeah, I think Roland's frozen there. Audio
it's
and
something
video.
about the
Well, I guess we can do the show without him today, right?
Yeah, we can. It's possible.
He already started.
And I'm taking over the show.
Everyone
It's like he
went off
needed
the
to-
screen. Okay,
No.
we're all ready. We're all back. Marcin, my dear friend from Poland, thanks for coming back. And what's your thoughts? What's your insights?
Yeah, well, starting this and engaging into this opportunity was quite a challenge for me, not only because English is not my mother tongue and it's not obvious for me still to use this language on a daily basis, especially talking about things that are close to my heart, and I want to just put them in words correctly. So that was the first challenge. The second was, at the beginning, I remember your call, and it was just few days after I thought, yeah, I want to do something to maybe tell a little bit already about what I've learned, because I thought maybe it's already a good time for me to share, not only to listen. So this was the opportunity and a challenge as well, because I was afraid maybe I do not have enough experience to share actually, and maybe it's not worthy of anyone's time. But thanks to the wonderful group and the atmosphere that we built together and the trust that slowly started to grow between us, I think I gained like a new muscles, not because I'm working out more, Brian. It's not this time of my life yet, but yeah, I feel like I've trained my other muscles. I think I trained my heart. It is a muscle as well, to just contain more and withstand more as well, and to live more, maybe even. So it definitely helped me along the way on the path of discovering my own masculinity. And I've enjoyed our talks and all of the insights that I could get from you guys, and sometimes even from the people who are listening to us. So thank you for that. And yeah, that's why I'm also a little bit emotional about this year already. And yeah, I'm happy to be here again.
Thank you, Marcin. Thanks a lot. Thanks for this openness. Yeah, man. Gentlemen out there, it's normal, it's not that we guys said, okay, yeah, we do it, yes, but all of us had a little bit, I don't know, should I talk, should I start? But as you said, Marcin, it was a trust building stuff, and we build it up trust. We get to know each other better, and then we open up slowly. And some people need more time. Some people are more open. Some people are more extroverted. Some are more introverted. It's all good. It's space for everyone here, and we just learn and we grow. Yeah, we learn and grow together. Okay, let's go to Bavaria. Do the Allgäu. Chris.
Yeah. Can you please recall the question again?
What's your insights? What's the benefit for you joining the show, joining a men's group? In general, what do you think for your personal benefit? What changed?
That's the point. You want it personal. So I found out that the clearer I speak my truth, the more fitting to me is the tribe that surrounds me. So what I learned is stop talking bullshit and be real, and that's what I do.
Absolutely. That you nailed it. You nailed it. Quick and dirty. Stop talking. Yeah, actually, it is. Men talking bullshit. We're very competitive. We're the best. We're the most successful one. And when you look behind the scene, behind the mask, you see a lot of shit. Absolutely. Thanks, Christian, for that. Yeah. And by the way, it's one of the things I learned also the last year is stop talking bullshit. Being absolutely real. Being real, authentic, uncut. Absolutely. Thanks, Christian, for that. My dear friend, my dear Mexican friend, I'm so looking forward to meet you in person, Carlos.
Well, I will be in Europe in June 19th, so hopefully we can cross paths there. But anyways, okay. So to me, it has been a magnificent platform to be able to talk to people, talk to men just like me, and be able to validate, feelings. Sometimes I think that when you're a man, you're afraid to cry. You're also afraid to pretty much be yourself and be honest about your feelings. And I think that having this group has been able to really be able to open me more to talk about how I feel and to be able to be a better person, right? Being in a platform where I don't get judged for what I'm going to say. And that is very significant sometimes out there, especially with men always trying to compete with masculinity and things like that. So I think this group that we have in the USA, it has been to a point that we have cried, we have laughed, and we have sometimes agree to a subject, so which is fantastic. And I take that, I think that if we have more of that, we become better men. So happy and honest about the true feelings of who you really are is a key to success and to validate life,
Absolutely. Thanks for that. the next point I want to discuss with you is many times when I was talking to friends of mine, business friends or closer friends, I says, let's join the show or let's join the Sparing for Man group. And some men are really shy. I said, no, I don't need it. I'm fine. And I know it's alive. And many men are so scared about being in a group and talking about them. I don't know if you can say so here in the US on YouTube, but some feel that a men's group is just a pussy group, if you know, with the smoking sticks, and they're just, I don't know what they're doing now. It's all real men. And you know, these 6 fantastic men here, they're different jobs, you know, they're managers in different areas, they're trainers, they're successful authors, different backgrounds, you know. It's real men, you know, real men. It was not a group just blaming about women or blaming about whatever. No, it was real men talking about the real shit in life. Yeah, stop talking bullshit. It was real men talking real stuff. And to be honest, for me, it was in the beginning. I remember when I joined the first men's festival. I was thinking, oh my gosh, who the hell are we gonna meet there? Are this really men's there or not? No, it was it was real men, and this, I think it's so important that men have an opportunity to really to talk. As you old guys said, in a heartful, safe environment where you don't get charged, like Carlos said, we're not competitive, and like also Christian said, stop talking bullshit, being real. Guys, what is your advice for men who are listening and said, yeah, it sounds good, but it sounds good, but whatever excuses is coming? Well,
Well, I can tell you something. I think that when I had invited people, I always try to invite people that I know that that they get a benefit out of this. If you are somebody that is listening or watching us right now through this platform, don't be afraid. I think that the first meeting that you will have, don't come to the group with high expectations. Come to just be yourself, right? You never know what you're gonna get that day, so it depends on the topic. But I think that the first step is the hardest. You know, once you come to the first meeting, like Brian said, I think that we started meeting in the United States only once a month, and then we move it like twice a month, just because we needed to continue talking about issues. And one of the biggest problems here sometimes as men is that we carry this shell around us that we have, that we can cry. You are the spouse of the house. You cannot show your emotions. Or you're a man. You can, oh, please, you cannot talk about feelings, because many times we're not allowed because society mandates that. But then once you come to this group, I'm not saying that you're going to cry every single day. That's not about that. But it's going to be something that sometimes comes in afloat that is really going to enrich yourself, and it's going to make you be truly honest to yourself, like Christian was saying. I think that that's one of the biggest benefits of this. Don't be afraid. If you get an invitation from somebody, I think the first step is to show up, and then you're going to want more. So
I can refrain on that. And also, sorry, Carlos, for laughing, but at the beginning, when you said coming to the group do not have like high expectations, I laughed because, yeah, it's only us. But yeah, but jokes aside, I would say that to be afraid of joining any kind of a group is pretty normal and I think understandable. So I was afraid at the beginning, and but it's important that the fear should not stop us from searching from groups. And I would not say that, you know, meeting guys from around the globe online is the only option. But if I would have to give just one advice to any man listening to our show right now, I would say just look around you, because maybe using internet, or maybe just joining some group, some small group just of the people doing some stuff. So for example, group of mechanics, or group of gardeners, or group of any men that are working together, because I discovered that as men, it's easier for us to bond when we have to do something together. And to just sit around and talk, it's not so natural, but it is also fun. I'm just saying that I just felt that I needed men in my life, and I felt that strongly, not in the way that you may think of, but yeah, just having you guys around me and using your advice and see the reflection of my life and all of its stages in your lives, because you were so generous to share, helped me to understand that I'm just one of you and you are one of the whole group of men on this beautiful planet. So I'm not the only one having issues and not the only one who is afraid sometimes. Sometimes I'm not the only one who is unsure and not sure if I'm doing the right thing, because it is just the thing that we have as human beings. So just to experience it and to feel it, I think it's worth a try.
Thank you, Marcin. Yeah, absolutely. I just can relate to this what you guys said, because for example, I know that many men outside have the same experience. I had no father, I had no hero, no role model. Yeah, I haven't been taught by my dad how to become a man, to grow up as a boy. There was no initiation or something like that, like some tribes doing. And I always, when I had problems, I always was talking to my mom or to a girlfriend or later to my wife. It was always female energy was coming in. What is okay too, but what was missing for me, I found out, was this masculine energy, this masculine advice. Being in a masculine tribe, and that's for me most of the best things out of these groups. Yeah, to get talk to men and get advice from them on a more masculine way that I had it in the past. Absolutely. Red, you wanted to add something? Or Christian?
No, I just taking care of an itch in my eyebrow. But if you want to continue on that, it's interesting because we all have secrets that we don't want anybody else to know about, whether it be our spouse, our closest friends, But sometimes you grow up and you do have close friends and they know a lot about you because they were there when it all happened. But when you get another 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the road, who cares? In reality, who really cares? And the culture has changed. What it was back like when I was a teenager in the 60s is nothing like it is today, for teenagers or even somebody in their 30s or 40s. So the world changes, but the perspective that we have, that we've gained, that we've gone through, you go through this and that, and changes in the world situation, economics, wars, pandemics. We have value to share, and it may be that person might be 20 years younger than us, and they never had a chance to go through something like that. And when you say, "Well, this is what I think," well, I never really thought about that, but you know something, he's absolutely correct. Or I can see where he's coming from. I disagree, but I honestly understand where he's coming from. So I think sharing that information is of value because you do see where other people are coming from and how their value systems are created. And that I think is important because if we're going to become successful, we need to learn our lessons from what worked and what didn't work. And that's kind of what we're doing when we're sharing, is what worked.
Absolutely. Thanks, Red. Yeah. Christian, you want to say something?
Rather not.
So I just want to say something, Christian, if you allow me. I think that the beauty of this group too is that we are all with different backgrounds. We're right now in different cities and different parts of the world. But once you get to know each other, you start seeing people as people, and you notice that we all may have or have dealt with the same issues, or you're going through an issue that somebody else in the group is going through as well. And to find somebody to really relate, or somebody that can really give you an opportunity for you to deal with what you're going through, it is something amazing. I definitely think that this group also had taught me to be able to not just look at my point of view as this is the way it's going to be, that sometimes you have to be able to gather ideas and comments from people just to better yourself and to be more easy to listen to yourself, not from the perspective of this is what I want and this is how it should be, but more about what is going to be better for whether you're having an issue with your spouse or with anybody around you, that you can deal it better as you move forward. So I thank Roland for that, because I think that coming to have this group in the US has definitely helped me in a lot of ways to be a better person. I got the invitation from my friend Bill, and then from there we got Brian, and we have other people, but unfortunately, Marcin haven't seen in a while. He's been busy, right? But it is amazing to know that some way how we are marked with the same mark, being men, whether you are a heterosexual guy, a gay guy, or bisexual, or whatever you are in the same masculinity, you have the same femininity in order for you to function better as a true man. So that's what I love about this. There is no judgment.
Yeah. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you. Oh my God, I cannot believe it's the last show. Okay.
And Roland, how about you? Because you didn't share what you've gained and how you see it now from the distance of almost 1 year.
Yeah, as I said a little bit at the beginning, I learned a lot from you guys, and I'm also not, I'm just a man, but not a superhuman being. I'm still learning, and also getting different ideas, because sometimes you have a certain mindset, you have a certain idea, you have a certain belief system, and I remember the first show that was really controversial with Christian. We had a topic, and I love this controversy because it's so boring when everything has the same opinion. It's so boring. I love it much more on a respectful way, because it was always, and I thank you guys so much for that. It was always a very, very respectful way. But sometimes we had a controversial discussion and this conversation. This was the best shows for me, because I want to learn from other ones, and I want to improve, and maybe sometimes things, what the fuck is it talking about? No, I don't like it. But afterwards, I reflect about it. I said, why not? Yeah, get a different point of views, because especially when you're getting older, you're always going the same path, and it's good to see new way of thinking, new ideas, new directions. That's what I learned from you guys, and for me also it was a learning process to open up myself and becoming more real. And to be honest, I remember in my very successful years, I was always on stage talking to 5,000 to 10,000 people in my career. But to be honest, it was a fucking show. It was a fucking show. It was a fucking show. It was just show business. People there cheering, clapping hand, and I know that the company is paying me 5% to everyone sitting in the room, but sometimes I didn't like it. I hated it. When I came back to the hotel room, I was just exhausted. I didn't like it, because it was a fake show. It was a fake show, and this is real. This is real stuff, and I feel myself much better. And some of you know that what happened to me as a child, and it also helped me to work on that. Actually, yesterday I was with 2 healers together, and it was an amazing result. So I learned a lot of myself. It helped me to overcome my fears. It helped me to overcome my traumas that have been during my childhood. So and the best thing out of it, besides that, is making new friends, like you, Marcin, like Brian, like Carlos, like Scott, and Red. And this is an amazing gift for me, having new friends all over the world. And I don't know, guys, because when I'm in trouble, I can call you guys or send you a text, and you can call me, and that's for me the best outcome of everything. It's about caring and sharing, and that's my. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that.
Absolutely, and don't forget that we're still planning to do a reunion group in Mexico to have a Mexi command. Remember, with a lot of
yeah.
That's when we talk about that. So
we have to do that.
Never forget.
But that's not going to be broadcasted on USC Global TV Radio.
Maybe we'll get more people to watch the show. You never know what these crazy people are going to do in Mexico with tequila, right, Marcin?
Yeah.
Do not remind me about tequila. I have a very troubled relationship with that booze, so no. Thank you.
Okay. So, gentlemen, what I really want to encourage our audience, and I guess Marcin, you mentioned also it. You can join a virtual session like we do. You can join us on Sparing for Men, but you can also join any other men's group. Or if you have a men's group locally, please go there. Go there, or if it's a men's festival or whatever. Join in and without any expectation, just go there and maybe you don't talk the first hour, just listen from the other guys. I can tell from my own experience, just listening to the other guys helped me so much, because I said, oh, I'm not the only ones having the struggles on these issues. And then when as I said at the beginning, and then I opened up, because I'm a person I don't trust much because of what happened to my past, but I learned to trust. Yeah. And then I opened up and I started speaking. And what I said before is the healing already started when I just opened my mouth. The healing started. Yeah. So I really encourage you, gentlemen, wherever you're listening to us, find a group, a local one or a virtual one, and give it a try. Give it a try. Yeah. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. My dear Bavarian friend, anything to add?
Yes.
Please. Yes. German, yes.
I had this cup of tea right now, and I was thinking about something the whole time. When I show up here, and I was in almost every show, I didn't miss a lot. And I show up here, obviously not in my best state. And one of the first questions is, or one of the first statements of somebody telling me or saying me is, can you fix the camera? Or, it doesn't look good when it's shaking. This is a lack of empathy that shows me that this is a place I'm not going to be for any much longer. And this is why I'm leaving now. I respect all you guys. I love you, Roland. I hope to see you again, but this is over for me.
Okay, bye, Christian. Okay, we're coming to an end, gentlemen. And yeah, thanks a lot. 50 weeks of Wild at Heart at USA Global TV and Radio. Radio is coming back. Network is good. Okay, gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining. I hope you had fun. And we see you in our virtual group. And yeah, shout out. And encourage all men where you meet on the sports event, on a private event, or in business. Encourage them to join a men's group and become a better version of themselves. Thanks a lot. And thanks to USA Global TV and Radio for this opportunity that we can broadcast this on this amazing network. Thanks and bye-bye. All the best.
Thank you for the